Hi, this is Val Ranke with Alameda Economic Development and Tourism, the host for Wow Who Knew in Northeast Iowa, the best part of Iowa. Alameda Economic Development and Tourism will bring you the best of Alameda County each week. You can catch this segment Wednesdays at 5:15 p.m. and Saturdays at 7:30 a.m. on KNEI. Hey, thank you, KNEI listeners, for tuning into our radio podcast. This is all about bringing you the best of Alameda County each week. Today, I'm visiting with Linda Haugen. She is the owner and operator of Iowisota. Linda Haugen of Iowisota, welcome to the Wow Who Knew radio podcast. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Well, hey, let's start this out because I don't know if all the listeners would know who you are. Tell us a little bit about you.
Well, I used to be Linda Hafner. My parents, Phil and Pat Hafner, bought the place we call Iowisota in between Lansing and New Albin on Highway 26 around 1966. And then we bought it from them some 25 years ago. I graduated from Key High School a while back. My husband, Dennis, and I retired from careers in forest health and moved back to Northeast Iowa a couple of years ago.
Iowisota, unique, great name. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. Iowa, Wisconsin, Minnesota. It's a portmanteau of the three state names because we're right here where the three states converge.
Very creative. Love that. So Iowisota, everybody, there's a few things that you need to know. And let's start maybe by telling everybody about the fact that you do have lodging.
Yeah. So we replaced the old farmhouse with a new house that has our living space downstairs. But then upstairs, we have 4 guest rooms, a second kitchen, and a larger meeting room that we call the gathering room. And we have a couple more guest rooms in the nearby cabin. So total, we have 6 bedrooms. We use the lodging space to host private and family retreats and also for overnight guests during our workshops and events.
And for those of you that didn't know, I have been to Iowisota, to the gathering room, and I've gotten to check out the rooms. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And so with the lodging, they're also doing some events. So let's talk about maybe some things that you've hosted in the past.
Yeah, well, we usually have guest experts come in to present our workshops just because it's hard to host and be presenter at the same time. And pretty much what we have is nature themed. So several of our workshops have been related to foraging and nature crafts. I eventually want to have some on birding and geology. We've also done demos of maple syrup making, basic woodland and plant information. A wide variety of things.
So all of that extremely educational, informational, and it could be family related. It could be for adults. I mean, it's just a really wonderful way to share our part of the world. So knowing that you've basically hosted a number of events, what's the next one on the calendar?
Well, we have an author and wild foods teacher named Ellen Zakos who's coming on September 11th to teach us about making wild crafted bitters. Ellen hails from New Mexico and Broadway. Those are pretty disparate locations. One of her fun books is The Wild Crafted Cocktail. So Ellen's really a fun, entertaining, and educational person to listen to. It's sure to be a good evening event.
That sounds very fun. So let's say we've got some listeners out there and they're like, Iowisota. All right, I caught that there's some lodging and that there's some cool programming going on, but they want to know some more. What should they do to find that out?
Well, you could check out our website. It's at iowisota.org. Remember, it's an I in the middle instead of an A, so it's not Iowa, it's Iowa. Just because we don't want to leave Wisconsin out of the portmanteau. So it's iowisota.org or follow us on our public Facebook page.
And I will say, Linda does write some really nice blogs that would be, for a lot of you that love nature and love this part of the world, it would be worth your time and effort. So, Linda Haugen, we are lucky to have you here today. You are from Iowisota between New Albin and Lansing on Highway 26. Thanks for joining me today for the Wow Who Knew radio podcast.
Yeah, thanks so much for helping us to get the word out about what we're doing out there.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for listening, and tune in next week for the next segment of Wow Who Knew in Alameda.